Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to the Chess Channel. I finally got back to 1300, and this is a special episode of Road to 1500. I'm not going to play live. I'm going to review the game that I got back to 1500 with 1500. Oh my goodness. The 1300, and I'm going to do this is kind of more like a talk video, and I'm going to help you guys with the proper mindset and what I did to get back to 1300 and the struggles that I went through and what I experienced. I'm going to show you my chart. Stay tuned. This is going to be a good episode. Okay. So in this game, I played D5. My volume's not on. Hold on. Okay. This is a Scandinavian modern. It's one of my favorite openings. I play this on the channel all the time. He attacks me with C4. And then we take back here, threatening the queen, but he takes back and allows me to capture his queen. I play c6. He plays f4, e5, attacking that bishop. He slides back to g3, and then I develop my bishop to c5. So Stockfish wanted me to develop my light square bishop. Instead, he attacks my opponent with f4. And again, Stockfish wants me to play check. So now that I see it, it kind of makes sense. It kind of, forces king out more to the center. The big problem is the fact that he took I pretty much won this game with this move right here in the beginning. This is move 5. Keep that in mind for when you play your games, because your opponents will have the opportunity to take your queen and deny you the right of castling, which was a big advantage for me. Now I play g4. h3, attacking my bishop. Now we exchange because I feel like I'm just winning. Technically, I'm not, according to Slickfish, I'm losing here. He takes my pawn, I attack it with the rook, and then he slides back, and now the eval bar is going up and down. But I had a big advantage because just solely for the fact that this king was in the center, and I was able to really attack his king hunt and put a shitload of pressure on him. So my rook is on the entire second rank now. I'm trying to draw an arrow and it's not letting me do that. Okay, that was a total fail. This is what I was trying to do. My rook is here, attacking all these pawns. He's gonna have a real hard time defending all of them. So I start gobbling them up, and I bring my rook to d8, threatening to take back over here and get my rook on the second file. And I do. He lets me do it. I think my opponent's kind of panicking here. I take another pawn, we exchange, and yeah, there's just like no way in hell that he is getting back. I play check, check, and then I take this pawn, and now I'm up 4.8 points of material, and my opponent knows that he just can't stop me from queening. There's just way too much pressure, and he resigns, which got me back to 1300. So I played quite of the I played quite more games that were crazier than this. I just wanted to share this because I tried to get to 1300 live the other day, and I failed miserably. So this is the meat and potatoes of the video. I want to talk about my graph and the unbelievable downswing that I went through in the past year-ish. Well, not really a year. Let's go through what I went through, okay? So, I don't know if you guys could see this. Well, I could see. Let me check my screen to see if you can see clearly. Okay, we're good here. Screen a little smaller. All right, so check out my elo graph. Okay, I was doing extremely well around last July, 1368. You see, my highest rating was 1384, and I had a really, really, really hard time. Okay, and this is where my downswing started happening. I hit 1375 July 9th. I was flying on the moon, and all hell broke loose. I just lost everything, and then I went back down to 1213. Actually, no, I'm sorry. My bottom was 1183. So imagine being 1374 going down to 1183, just on going on a crazy, crazy losing streak, losing all those points, and how devastating it was over the course of a month. I mean, that really, really hurt. Sucked a lot. Climb back up, climb back up, climb back up, got back up to the 1300s again. 1357, and then just lost it all over the course of the last few months. And I've been struggling. So this is when around the time I started the chess channel. Was around here, October 8th. Actually, interestingly enough, my goodness, I think it's how many months? 11, 12, 13. Wow, I'm so bad at math. November, December, January, February, March. 5 months. This channel's been out for 5 months. I put out a video every day for 5 months. And I struggled. Since then, I went on a massive downstring, playing the absolute worst chess imaginable for 2 months. I bottomed out at 11:35 on December 7th. Still not doing great. I had a weird month, started climbing up a little bit. I was in the 1100s for quite some time. And now finally, I've started breaking the ceiling. See, I'm still struggling. I have not been playing great the last few months, and something just clicked finally. But actually, no, this wasn't random. This wasn't random, and I'm going to tell you exactly where the mindset changed for me. And this is what I did to get out of this slump. I remember that you cannot connect the dots looking forward. You can only do it backwards. If you pull out a graph, this is my all-time graph. There's consistent improvement. So there's dips and valleys. It kind of looks like a stock chart. That's what your elo is like. It's like looking at a stock. You can't judge a performance based upon month. It goes by the year, honestly, sometimes. And sometimes you have rough months. You have things going on in your life, which I did. Stress, poor sleep, anxiety, all this stuff, elo tilt. And you forget how far you've come. And you start focusing on the numbers and it really bothers you. You attach identity to your elo. You attach meaning to how well you do in chess, especially when you take the game as seriously as I do. I mean, yeah, of course, it's a hobby, it's fun, but now that I opened up a chess channel, um, I have more of a reason to perform well because I want to put out good content for you guys, and I want my channel to be entertaining and educating. And I decided to turn my lemons into lemonade. If I have a bad game, I said, you know what? I'm gonna just make good content, and I'm gonna laugh about it, and we're gonna have a good time with it, and it's gonna be memes, and that's really it. So I turned my suffering into humor, and that's what I do in this channel, as opposed to me, getting really upset about my games. I go, wow, this is a really bad game. I can learn from this, and I could put out a really funny YouTube channel where people could laugh at me, and I could laugh at myself. And I started having fun with that idea, and it stopped mattering to me about how well I was performing. Now, I'm not saying that I might have another dip. I don't know, but I haven't been this high rated in about 5 months, and it feels better to know that I'm doing something right. I also have a rule that I follow now. If I lose like 2 games in a row, I'm done. I stop playing. If I do a mental check. I don't just play chess to play chess. I play when I'm feeling my best. When I'm feeling like I actually want to play chess. I don't ever go, okay, I gotta play chess. I stay disciplined, I study, I do my puzzles. But if I'm not feeling up to it, I'm not playing a game. That's it, period. I will play a bot. I will play against the coach. I'll play a game that's unrated. Um, or just do puzzles. Like that's really it. I don't always play rapid constantly. So my elo and my performance is not tied to my performance is not necessarily 100% tied to my elo any longer. I always make sure that I'm feeling up to playing. So that's number one. If I'm tilting, I notice, okay, am I feeling good? Am I playing my A game or am I just trying to chase elo? And I stop. I just stop playing. And I go, okay, I'm done. And I've played. Listen, this has happened, man. Like I've played games where I lost like 6 or 7 games in a row, and I just played worse and worse and worse. And I play one game that I'll lose in literally 6 moves. It is a terrible feeling, and I know like okay, I should have stopped 5 games ago. And just from experiencing that, going through that feeling, it's like, am I going to put myself through that when I know that I'm not playing good for the sake of trying to regain elo, or should I just do this another time? Like you know, you tend to forget that your skill doesn't go away when you lose. You retain all the knowledge. So if your numbers, if this little number here goes down, it doesn't mean that you are a worse player. There's other situations, there's variance, emotionality, all of these things that affect that number, but your skill gets retained in your knowledge of tactics, the videos you watch, and how you're studying. That's the real determiner of your elo. That doesn't go away if you lose, if you're on a losing streak. You cannot forget that. So I think that's my best tip, is that check check your emotional state before you start playing. Like, actually do like a check. Like, am I in the mood to play chess? You have to be in the mood. If you're not in the mood, do not play, because you're not going to play well. You have to be focused and alert, because this, obviously, we know it's chess. You have to be able to solve complex positions, and if you're put under pressure, you have to be like, all right, is my mind capable right now of being in a bad position and being able to get myself out of it? Because if you can't think straight, you're gonna lose. You're done. So that's what I started doing. And that little bit right there is my internal guidance, how I'm feeling emotionally. I stopped chasing that. And I just started having fun, and I started paying attention. And that's what got back to me. And I really honestly stopped caring. I'm like, all right, you know what? It doesn't matter anymore. I'm just gonna have fun. I'm just gonna have fun with chess. Bad games are great content. And that's how it should be. So that's really how I did it. Also, I do tactics puzzles pretty much every day. I'm very consistent with that. I do chessly.com for opening. Sometimes I'm really not crazy on opening knowledge because it's a lot, and there are positions where you're not always going to get the exact position you're going to study. As long as you have like a general grasp of the opening, like the first few moves, and you're gonna be okay, because chess is very unpredictable. Like, you have to just be able to get into the arena and just know what to do. And sometimes the best way to learn is to make mistakes. So I do study openings a little bit. Like, I review my Scandinavian, I review my Caro Khan. There are things I still have to work on. I have to work on my French defense positions. I have to get better at D4, because going against D4 is still a weakness of mine. I don't really feel super comfortable in those positions, but you work at it. It's gradual. You do a little bit, but chess is mostly tactics. It's mostly tactical knowledge and muscle memory. So I think that's 90 to 95% of it. So when you get that down, you will perform better. So emotional state and tactical knowledge are the two most important things, I think, that will help you get to 1300. And I'm not going to be the only one that will say that to you. And just have fun. It's just a game. We're having fun here. Chess is a hobby to me. I love it. It's probably my favorite game ever. But you can't get emotionally involved. And if I dip below 1300 games, I probably will. I'm okay with it, because I'll get back here. I'll get back here. The year's not over. The year just begun. Maybe I will hit 14 or 1500 this year. Who knows? But if I don't, it's great content for the YouTube channel. So that's how I did it. I hoped my advice helped you out. Um, don't forget, just have fun with this game, work on your tactics, learn a few openings. I mean, like, I love the Vienna. That's my go-to. So get really, really good at a few openings and hammer them, and just play those openings. You'll never really see me deviate from the Scandinavian or the Vienna, because that's my specialty. Though that's where I'm very comfortable. That's a whole nother video though, but that's pretty much how I did it again. And we're back, baby. 1300. It feels really good to be here again, and I hope the next few months that I break my 1300 plateau and hit 1400. All right, guys. Peace out. I hope this video was motivational to you, and I hope it helped you, and I hope that it helps some of you guys get to 1300. Um, if you're new to this channel, I have an entire playlist of my games and how I did it. You feel free to check it out. It's this series, Road to 1500. This is episode 27. So go watch. You'll see in real time me playing and struggling and winning. And some games are just pure rage, and some games in the series are just pure brilliancy. And that's the beauty of chess. All right, guys. See you later.